This your boy Tyreek, aka 316, aka Shells 360. You can call me whatever you want. You can call me T, whatever, Reek, um, Philly, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all don't know who I am, and that's okay, cause I don't know who you are. Let me introduce myself. Like I said, I'm from Philly. I'm just a regular person. I wasn't a not wasn't music was chasing the music dream. I stayed underground, and I was in the streets, and I was doing this, I was doing that, um, doing things I wasn't supposed to do, being wicked. I actually have a documentary that's coming out, so um, if y'all stay tuned with me, if y'all with me, y'all stay with me, right? Y'all would see everything. I would talk about everything. I can sit here and talk about that all night, but I already got some footage already ready. I'm about to put out. I want to save all that energy, and I'm gonna present it to y'all when it's fully done, production and everything. But like I said, I've done a lot of bad things in my life. I'm not proud of. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. I make mistakes just like everybody else. So I'm not here to judge anybody and point fingers and do this. My point in my life right now, and my point in my life right now, and I'm just ready to do whatever the Lord wants me to do. Just like this video, I've been, for probably like a year or a couple years, I've been dipping and dabbing about doing a podcast or whatever you want to do, a YouTube ministry, whatever you want to call it. And God always stopped me in my tracks. Every time I wanted to do it, He stopped me in my tracks. I needed time to grow. And when you're doing your walk, you need time to grow. Let me start off by saying this. Happy New Year's to everybody that's celebrating the New Year's. Me, I'm at home right now by myself. But that's okay. I don't celebrate too much of holidays and New Year's and stuff like that. If I do, it's just because I want to participate, or I want to be with the family, or whatever the case may be. But 9 times out of 10, me, I'm not a holiday person. I don't participate in that. But if you do, I'm not pointing fingers and saying you're wrong for doing that. You're not going to hell for that. That's just something I don't do. We'll get into all that. I hope everybody have a safe holiday. I hope you did spend time with your family. I'm down here in Atlanta, and my relatives are up in Philly, but I got family down here also, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in Philly. You already know who you are. Shout out to everybody in Atlanta, everybody that gave me a shot at doing this music thing, doing my videographing, doing whatever I do. Thanks for y'all business and y'all knowledge, y'all wisdom. Y'all helped me get to this point. I salute to y'all. Like I said, I'm just a regular person, in my eyes, and I'm here to serve the Lord and give y'all what God has given me. I'm just a vessel in the body. Okay, I'm not God. I don't claim to be God. I don't claim to be a prophet. I don't claim to be anything but the servant of the Lord, and that is just my main thing. My transition has been wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Especially just from the music aspect. I love music, and we all know Satan is the king of music, or whatever you want to call it, the prince of music, or whatever. And I was very intrigued by the lifestyle, and not so much my talent, because my talent, it came natural. I start realizing how talented I was really later, when I start maturing. And like I said, when I was in Philly, I was doing my thing. I was rapping. I was in the rooms with the celebrities. I was behind the scenes of most of the time, dealing with the upper echelon type folks. So I seen a lot of things. I heard a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Um, and I was just stuck in that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Partying, drinking, you know, having sex with women and all types of craziness. Um, Different women and all that. It's just like, I was just lost. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't myself. I was just stuck in the world. And I knew about God. I went to church. I knew about Jesus Christ. I didn't really fully understand what purpose of Jesus Christ was, if there was a God, right? I was one of those people that believed in Jesus Christ, but didn't believe that Jesus Christ was it. But I knew Jesus Christ was somebody I needed to pay attention to, if that makes sense. So that's the way I was growing up. In the church. My grandmama always used to take me to church. May God rest her soul and bless her soul. She always kept me in church, and I was always around church people. I was on the choir, and I was on the usher board, and I was a participant. And it's funny now. Fast forward, I am on the choir again. I don't know if I'm be on the usher board, but I let God use my talents in church. And it's been a fun ride for me. So I'm here to help somebody else and show them that, because where I came from the basement. Any lower, I would have been under the ground. You know what I'm saying? And I know there's some people that's almost under the ground trying to get at least to the basement. And if I can help you get at least to the basement, that would be gratifying. You know what I'm saying? And that would be humbling. That would be the Holy Ghost. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm here to help somebody else, and I pray that somebody can help me also, because I'm not perfect either. I need some work in some areas of my life that I need to work on. I am not perfect by any stretch. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying that, because the way I talk about God and say His words and speak His words, and how sometimes I may be a little bit aggressive. People may think I'm, maybe prideful, and I had struggles with pride, and pride is a big thing. Pride is not just with certain people. Pride is with everybody. Pride is with everybody. Pride is nothing more than you think you know more than somebody else. You think you're in the right. Pride is you so sure of yourself, nobody can tell you nothing, right? The problem with pride is, if you don't put it in perspective with the scriptures and with your walk with Christ, you're gonna put yourself in a situation where you're not gonna like the outcome because of your pride, And I've tried to learn and understand that my pride can get the best of me sometimes, and I can get hard-headed sometimes. And sometimes God do put me in my place and let me know that, hey, you come on, calm down. You know what I'm saying? And I'm starting to understand and try to catch myself when I feel like I'm getting to a certain height, when I'm conversating with certain people, or I'm just going about my daily life thinking nothing is going to happen today. But yes, it is. I got to a point where I expect something to happen. You get what I'm saying? It's like when I get to a level in my life where I feel like I'm up here, I have to slow down and say, wait a minute, nope, something's going to happen. And lo and behold, something's going to happen. Something happens. Something is always a rule. When you're a Christian, you're doing this walk, there's always a roadblock. There always something or someone that's going to try to be in your way or get in your way. And 9 times out of 10, that's nothing but the devil himself. He's the author of confusion. He's the master of manipulation. He can turn your smile into a frown in a heartbeat. He can turn your joy into anger within seconds. He can turn your cry out to the Lord to, oh my God, why me? You know, that's the type of person that he is. And I try to make sure my encounter with God, right, would be on the same level with my encounter with Satan, because you have to understand that Satan is a real entity. God is a real spirit booming God. You know what I'm saying? This is something that Satan actually came from God. God created all things. So this thing right here is terrorizing everybody. It's going to cause confusion. It's going to be a thorn on your side. He's going to make things worse than what it is, or worse than what it seems. Look at what he did to Job. Job had it all. Had a great family, had the wealth, had everything. And Satan wanted him. God let him have him, but he said he couldn't kill him. And he tried to prove to God that Job would not serve him. After all the things he done, he got sick, he lost all his children, he lost his land, his cattle, everything. He was down to nothing. And just by his faith alone, they got him right back on his feet. We have to remember, Abraham is the father of faith. Abraham's faith was counted as righteousness. You see what I'm saying? So, our main focus, every day, all the time, in church, out of church, our focus should be on God. Yes, we're human beings. We forget. We get in our own way. We get in our feelings. Life happens. We get in situations. It is what it is. But we always have to be mindful that God is always watching us. You have to be mindful that everything is being written down and recorded. You have to be mindful, because if you're not, I don't know.